Good afternoon. Depending on the traffic, determines how long this is going to be. So this could be a very, very long one. But maybe I can chop it into different segments. So the title is Blinded by the Lower Chakra. So where should I start? In this world, I believe that there's many people that are blocked at the lower chakra, and there's many people that have risen above the lower chakra. What I tend to find is the people that have done some sort of extensive fasting, or maybe if they're celibate or never even partaked in any sort of sexual encounter, are the ones that are not overrun by the lower chakra. But the lower chakra also plays into food as well. So, you know, everything happens down there. So the food, the gut, and obviously sexual encounters even lower. And I think as well, even like if you're looking at some like spiritual movements, you know, you see the whole tantra dance and sexual stuff and Kama Sutra stuff, and it's made to like look like it's not what it actually is, but it's actually those that gravitate towards that are ones that are not able to really channel their sexual energy. So it's still horny people, basically. Oh, I'm probably gonna have some people that don't agree with that, and that will be the ego that will come into place, but it is what it is. Like, it actually is what it is. You know, taught to embrace sexuality and all that sort of stuff, but from my experience and people that I know that have done extensive fasting, you move out of that realm. And because I practice semen retention and I've done it for years, like, I was once in that realm, but I'm no longer in that realm. So I'm not ruled by sex, basically, because I'm above that. Naturally, your chakras, the energy just rises when you're not depleting yourself, when you're not, you know, if there's a plant, I've said it before, and there's a plant, and then they start to obviously have their seeds, and then the seeds start growing, and that's at the end of the cycle. But we don't make a connection because we are human, and because we're not necessarily a plant, and nothing seems to be happening to us. Even when we're depleting ourselves, we think we're getting away with it, but we're not. That's why there's so many people who have mental health issues. That's why there's so many people with physical issues. That's why there's so many people that are just not happy, you know? That's why, because they keep pushing that energy out, depleting themselves, encountering with people that are not even in alignment. And something else I wanted to touch on as well, for those that give blood, yes, I know it's probably seen as like a great and amazing act, but the life is in the blood. So when you're giving blood, you're giving away your life. So if you're taking blood from someone that's living, that has defilement and death and all sorts of stuff in their blood, you're taking that on because you're taking on a part of them. it goes deeper than what you may be able to comprehend, but that is the reality. Like, that is the reality. When you can control what enters your mouth, or when you can control your sexual desires, you can control everything else. You literally can control everything else, because you're not run and fueled by everything outside of yourself. You know, you're just not. So when you realize that, and when you're able to go deep within yourself, you realize that you're actually not ruled and can be swayed by people. Like, you really can't. You know, and if you're a guy, like, I see it all the time. Well, I don't see it all the time. I used to see it all the time, but I just don't really be following people. But people were chasing women, and me, I just look at everything now from an energetic standpoint, in a sense of, one, the consumption side. Like, energetically, it's like, no, like, anyway, it doesn't matter. Like, even the people that I'm around, like, energetically. And yeah, just like, I can tell a lot by people's choices. Like, I just find it very hard to resonate with people that don't make good choices, in a nutshell. Like, I just don't, and I just can't. So I don't say much, but your actions say everything. Like, literally says everything. So if you're someone that's putting on certain things, and it seems to be like from a spiritual place and all this sort of stuff, but you're making bad choices, and I'm gonna label it, I'm just gonna say it's bad choices. And yes, I made bad choices before, because I thought they were good choices. But if you're making choices that doesn't align with everything that you're doing, like, my energy, my spirit just doesn't take towards that. You know, that's how people sell things, like sell this idea. Like, you do meditation, you're doing yoga, you're doing Reiki, you're doing like all these modalities of things, but you're not even eating right. Like, you're not even eating right. You're actually killing yourself with everything you consume. You might go out for a cigarette, you might be still eating meat, you might be drinking out on the weekend, you might be just, you know, all this other stuff. So for me personally, like, I can see straight through all of that. This isn't coming from a judgmental place, but this is coming from a have to acknowledge that everything I've just said is working from the lower realm, lower chakra. It's low level stuff. I'm just saying it how it is. It's low level stuff. Did I ever take part in low level stuff? Yes, I took part in low level stuff. Often. But when you know better, you do better. Well, when I know better, I've done better. But I'm just saying it as it is. So, me personally, I ain't going to do Reiki or meditation or yoga, especially if I know your lifestyle. If your lifestyle is not matching up, because I don't want to be in that room with that energy, like, not in a bad way, but I'll give you an example. If I was to go and have Reiki done, which I've never had done, but I wouldn't be getting it from someone that doesn't have the energy. Like, why would I do that? It doesn't make sense. But as I said, I could go on and on with this topic, and I'm not going to. But yeah, if you're someone that I don't know, maybe you're aligned with what I'm saying, maybe you don't, but maybe at some point you will. Hopefully. Good afternoon, Ascension Affirmations. Yeah, like I said, if you know, you know. if you feel triggered by what I've said, then I guess it is what it is, because you probably ain't gonna hear many people call it out for what it is, but it is what it is. But yeah, you know, but maybe we'll leave it here. Maybe we'll continue on another one. So yeah, I'll catch you on the next one.